Good afternoon, VC. Dave here. Had a really big weekend, so gonna go through what I picked up. And It's Easter, so yeah, being Easter, I'm gonna be, of course, showing some growly metal CDs for you, in keeping with the holiday spirit. Um, in any case, Friday night was the 1 year anniversary for Digger's Delight and Premium Sound setting up shop at Tip Top Daily Market here in Charlotte. It's really turned into the mecca. Um, it's turned into the place to be. Friday, Saturday nights, any night. DJ nights or Tuesday nights for anybody that wants to spin, that gets in touch with Luke and gets on the bill. I've done it once. I'm going to do it again here in June. Just just a great vibe there. Real mix of folks. Really brings the community together. Um, and so, of course, they stock the shelves with some delights, of course, and pulled this off the wall immediately when I got in there. That is Pharoah Sanders, Jewels of Thought. Um, Man, I've been looking for a copy of this for a while. Had seen the reissue, kind of passed it by, hoping to find an original, and here we go. 1970, pressing on Impulse. This one has some real free moments, of course, from Pharoah here. But there's also some absolutely gorgeous and beautiful moments. What a lineup. Leon Thomas, Lonnie Smith, Richard Davis, Cecil McBee on the bass, Idris Muhammad, and Roy Haynes on the drums. Yeah, very stoked. First thing I saw on the wall, so we grabbed that. And then started looking in the new arrivals, and I guess Luke had come into a bunch of stuff from an auction that he went to, a lot of sealed stuff from the 90s, early 2000s, and a lot of 7-inch singles from the 90s, and we'll get to those. But just my mind was blown when I pulled this out of the new arrival section. And that's a 4 LP sealed set, Soulside's Greatest Bumps from 2000 on Quantum Projects. This is amazing. I have the CD. I got it when it came out in 2000. My friend Jay and I used to jam this in the car all the time, in the garage all the time, anytime we were partying, drinking, having a good time. This is an amazing record. You've got Lyrics Born, Latif the True Speaker, Gift of Gab, Black Alicious, DJ Shadow, of course. Man, this is the Oakland, San Fran scene at its finest. Can't believe I have this on wax. And I guess looking it up, it was priced correctly. I figured it was worth a ton more, but I guess there are copies available out there for $20-25. So yeah, if you're not familiar with this, I'm sure it's online. Check it out. This is phenomenal. Just the lyrics from everybody here, and the beats and the instrumental cuts, everything's phenomenal. Blown away at that find. And then they did have all the 7 inches that had just come in, and I'd huge Helmet fan, being from New York and growing up in that hardcore scene. So picked up a few that I didn't have on 7-inch. First here, I think this is a bootleg. It's 4 live tracks from November of '91. Repetition, Rude, Bad Mood, and FBLA. FBLA being one of my favorite Helmet songs. This is limited to 1,000. This is kind of a muddy recording as far as the vocals are concerned, but still happy to find that. And then found this one that I'd been looking for years. This is a phenomenal 7-inch, one of my favorites. This is the Primitive EP, or well, not an EP, but 7-inch on Infamity Reptile Records. I think this was put out in '93. Primitive being a cover song of Killing Joke track, and then Born Annoying on the B-side, which is this is badass right here. Very stoked with this. And then also he had a good stack of Soul 45s, and I pulled out this gem on Eric Records. Can't remember the year. Maybe this was originally released in '69. Maybe I'm wrong. But the Delphonics, Didn't I? Blow Your Mind This Time. 7-inch with La La Means I Love You on the A side. Yeah. Of course, the track Didn't I on the Jackie Brown soundtrack. I've been looking for this for quite a while, actually, oddly enough. And very stoked to pick that up. Going in the DJ set. So that was what I picked up on Friday night at Tip Top, and just a lot of great people were there to support, and they had a keyboard group play, a friend Bo White's band, and yeah, four keyboards going at once. Very cool. Some really kind of like Massive Attack kind of beats in the background, meets some kind of slower Moby type vocals. Interesting stuff. A couple of the guys from Lunchbox Records are in that group, and I forget their name. Bo's in like 80 bands, so for me to remember all of the names of Bo's bands, I would need an award. Anyway, really good night. And then Saturday morning, Noble Records had a pop-up at Divine Barrel Brewing. So headed down there after breakfast, and yeah, Chris from Tunes from the Man Cave was there, of course, picking up the rare jazz stuff that he always gets from Dylan, and hauled that stuff back to South Carolina. He was in and out. Was hoping to be able to hang out, maybe have a beer, but yeah, he was gone. But got to hang with Dylan for a little bit. Got there early. It was nice to get there early because I could actually look through everything. He gets slammed in there. Does a hell of a business at the brewery every time he does one of those pop-ups. He had just maybe only 3,000 records with him this time. He's had a lot more before, but was able to pick up this rare record, Nirvana Unplugged, MTV Unplugged in New York. This is a 2007 UK picture disc on Geffen Records. I think that's could be a boot. I think it's an unofficial release. Still, I don't think there's any available online. This is cool, very cool. I have very little in the way of Nirvana vinyl, so I was very happy to find this. The Meat Puppets stuff on this is where it's at for me, and why I picked it up. Absolutely love the Meat Puppets. Absolutely love this performance from Nirvana, and yeah, have it on CD, but nice to have it on the wax, especially with the crazy picture disc. And then pulled this out of the dollar bin. Saved it. This is Coleman Hawkins with the Red Garland Trio on Prestige Swingville. I have never found anything on this label before. This is an original from 1959. Killer lineup. Of course, the Hawk on tenor, Red Garland on piano, Doug Watkins killing it on the bass, and Specs Wright on the drums. Really, really cool. I'd show you the label, but cover's a little bit in bad shape. I want to not be taking this one out, in and out too much, unless I'm playing it. But was stoked to find this in the dollar bin. Very cool. I didn't have any Coleman Hawkins on vinyl, so that's the first that I found. So killer. And then Saturday night had a show that my friend Chad, we call him Cheetah, his band Faithful Annie was playing, big gig for 420 at Amos Southend here in Charlotte, and first show I've been to since they've reopened in a new location, very close to the old location, and it's nice that we've gotten that venue back, and yeah, huge show, and Cheetah's girlfriend's band also played. Their real heavy, growly metal band, Blackwater Drowning. Got the sporting the sweatshirt for them here. And so I worked merch for Faithful Annie, and we did really well for it not being that big a crowd, being a holiday eve, but and it was raining, but still was a good time, good turnout overall, and the bands all killed. And it was Ish's final show. They headlined my friend Todd's band. So man, it was a good time, and picked up a couple CDs of Blackwater Drowning, Delusionary, from 2015. This was the last copy that they had left, so I was happy to snag that from them. And really cool how they did they got the cover art on the disc, which is killer. And I'll show you the group. There's the group there with Morgan. She's the lead singer, screamer. Really gets into the show. Absolutely awesome. Was really cool to see a damn good metal band. Don't get to see them very often. It's cool. Cheetah keeps me involved with the local rock metal scene over the years with all his projects. Used to be a roadie for him back in the 90s, so kind of keeps me involved. I absolutely love it. And then this is it was a dual release, so Faithful Annie's new record is out, and Blackwater Drowning's new EP Ruthless is out. So, and these were only $5, so pick that up as well. If you're following me on Facebook, I put up some videos from the performance. Absolutely badass. And Morgan also played. She sang in a song with Faithful Annie, and also one with Venus Invictus, who played after Blackwater. All great performances. And then I've also got another heavy CD here to show. Was hoping to find the vinyl, but it's long gone. This is a group that tours with Kowloon Walled City. Kowloon Walled City is out of San Francisco, Oakland area. And this is Great Falls. They're from Seattle. 3-piece. Check this shit out. I mean, this is really damn good heavy music for a 3-piece. Just blowing my fucking mind. This has been in the car. It's not leaving the car for a while. Yeah, Damian Johnston, Phil Preticelli, and Shane Melling is the band. The Accelerationist, the first track, wicked, and some double drumming, just killing. And then it coming out, and then it slows down, and then it goes back again. Not for Sale Bodies is also a great track. That's the second track. That's Great Falls. Sense of Rest is the name of the album. This is from 2018 on Init Records. Anybody sees the wax on this, let me know. I really want it. Can't find it anywhere online. I'm sure it got sold at shows and sold out fast. That's what happens with these types of bands. They do limited runs with kick-ass colored vinyl or whatnot, and it just gets gone immediately. Just, you'd be surprised. It's crazy. Yeah, so that's what I've got. Might try to throw some photos from the weekend up here in the mix. Hope everybody's doing well. Peace.